Tonight on CTV News at 5, it's Garbage Day. Waterloo Region's long-awaited waste cart collection system hits the road as the new way to throw out begins. Plus, a day after a fire tears through a building in downtown Ayr, investigators continue looking into just exactly how the blaze started. And layups, free throws, three-pointers, maybe even a dunk. Ashley Bacon hits the court with the KW Titans in this week's Getting in the Game. CTV News at 5 starts right now. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. First at 5. It's the first day for the new curbside collection system in Waterloo Region. Trucks now with mechanical arms that lift carts of garbage and organic waste. Wellesley, Woolwich, North Dumfries, and parts of Cambridge, the first areas receiving pickup today. CTV's Krista Simpson is here with more on this and what residents need to know. Krista.
Well, Colton, I spoke with the region's Director of Waste Management, Olivia Kwok, who says that the first few days may be a little slower as truck operators get used to this new system. And on top of that, everyone gets both garbage and organic waste picked up to start this first week. After that, organics will be picked up once a week and garbage every other week. Recycling in blue boxes will also be every other week, opposite to garbage. The carts must be placed 2 feet apart at the end of a driveway or on the boulevard, lids closed with the arrows facing the street and the handles facing the home. As the program is rolled out, there will be extra crews making sure everything is positioned properly.
We have a curbside cart crew, an education team that's going out ahead of the trucks right now. So they are helping folks if, let's say, they need a little bit more space or they need to point the cart the right way. We'll do that, and then we'll also leave a little sticker behind just so that you can have a successful collection next time.
But if your carts are placed properly, you may find one of these on it, a gold star sticker letting you know that you are on the right track. And residents are being reminded to check their collection days as they may have changed as the region moves to a 4-day pickup schedule instead of 5. Colton.
Well, I know my pickup is on Thursday, so I hope I get that gold star. Thank you so much, Krista. That's Krista Simpson reporting live. Meanwhile, people in Elora can once again make drop-offs at a nearby waste facility that was closed last year for some new upgrades. Following an 11-month closure, the facility reopened today. Previously, people were asked to put out their garbage for curbside collection or to bring items to the Bellwood location. The Elora reopening came with a list of upgrades.
We've put in dual scales, so there's an inbound and an outbound scale. And in this area behind me, we've really opened it up. Previously, it was gravel, and so you might have encountered some potholes and dust on certain days. And so we've paved the site. We've installed a lot of concrete for the bins and really opened up this operational area so it's much easier for the public to use and navigate safely.
Coming up at 6, CTV's Karis Map will have more on the upgrades and reaction from some of the first customers. And speaking of first, it's the first time Ashley Bacon joining us to talk about the weather today. Ashley, another sunny day.
Not bad. I mean, we did have a little bit of cloud cover through most of the afternoon, but the sun was trying the whole day to be out. And it was a little bit warmer today. And great news, Colton, we're going to continue to see temperatures rise with, I would say, the gold star day, see what I did there, being tomorrow. Tomorrow looks like it's going to be a really nice day. Let's take a look at the satellite right now. You can see there's a little spotty precipitation sort of all around us. We're not expecting any in Kitchener, Waterloo until Thursday, but we might see a bit of cloud cover starting to roll in tomorrow late afternoon. Right now, 1 in Waterloo Region, east by southeast winds at 9 kilometers an hour, feeling a little cooler than that at -2 with the wind chill. So overall conditions very seasonal, not bad considering we are still in winter. Okay, let's take a live look from Ayr this hour, and we'll see there is a bit of cloud cover there. Speaking of gold stars, hopefully all these guys are getting their gold star. Oh, I think that's a garbage truck. Yeah, it is.
I think you're right.
There we go.
All right, Ashley, we'll check in with you a little later. And here's what you need to know. The 7th annual Pause for Laughs in support of the Kitchener-Waterloo Stratford Perth Humane Society is coming up. There are 2 shows on March 8th and 9th. Grab your tickets while you can online. They're selling fast. CTV News continues in 2 minutes.
Download the CTV News app and stay on top of local stories as they unfold.
We go to a dramatic scene unfolding.
Customize your feed and watch live wherever you are. ctvkitchener.ca, your home for news.
Well, a historic building in downtown Ayr has now been demolished. Yesterday, a fire ripped through the building on Northumberland Street. After a lengthy firefight, the township's chief building inspector deemed the structure unsafe. Crews demolished the building last night. For the family who owned Ayr Village Pizza on the first floor, it's been a very difficult 2 days.
Community is super important to us. We've had so much support, not only over the 17 years that we've been here, but right now especially, we're really feeling it, and we're super grateful for everyone that's shown up, that everyone that's called us, emailed us, messaged us personally. We're hearing from all over the world from our customers right now that have been here, that have left, that are just all over the place.
Fire officials have not been able to determine the cause of the fire. One person was injured after escaping from the second floor window. CTV's Jeff Pickle will bring us more tonight at 6. Waterloo Region's public and Catholic school boards will no longer be using one list as its registration for extended care programs. It comes after the system was plagued by problems the last 2 years, which saw one list shut down shortly after registration opened in 2024. There was another instance where weeks before school started, some parents received emails confirming their child's registration, only to learn they were sent by mistake. Now both boards are working with a new vendor to develop a sign-up tool ahead of next school year.
I have a whole bunch of questions. I have a whole bunch of concerns. I really hope they are able to knock this out of the park.
I hope that's because another option was found that hopefully can learn from the mistakes that one list made and make things better for everyone.
CTV's Spencer Turcott will bring us more on the preliminary plans tonight at 6. Still ahead on CTV News at 5, a look at new supportive housing taking shape in Kitchener.
What we're building here is a pathway out of homelessness.
The program is a supportive housing program, so that does mean that there will be staffing here to support and provide supports to all tenants for 24/7.
Check out the first phase of Friendship Village going up on Charles Street. And here's what you need to know. Test your trivia knowledge at Scran and Dram in New Hamburg. The game goes tonight from 7 to 9. This week's theme is games and toys. Stay with us.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400. From your screen to ours. Text 10400.
My name is Nico Giorgio, and I'm the events manager for the Wren Foundation and also a patient. Summer 2020, I was walking basically from my car to the office. My heart was racing too hard for that little of a walk, so I talked to my doctor. The doctor suggested we should have further tests and sent me to the cath lab, where they discovered I did have a blockage, and they were able to put a stent in and basically fix my heart before any kind of stroke or heart attack happened. Because I went through the experience of going through the cath lab and got to see everything behind the scenes and just the sheer amount of staff and equipment and everything that was needed, I just really wanted to be a part of that process. I'm now part of this great foundation, and we get to raise money together from the very generous community that we have. So what a lot of people don't realize is that the equipment in the hospital is funded through the generous donations of the community. We're currently fundraising for a third cath lab to help other people like me. And through the wonderful cath lab that we have, I'm able to see my son graduate from university this year. So if anyone wants more information or to donate, they can go to renf.ca/heart.
Nice day. The snow's still on the ground, but for those dump trucks going around picking up garbage, that was a pretty good day.
Not bad, though. And you know what, Colton? I think we're going to start to see a lot of significant snow melt over the next couple of days, because we are going to see warmer temperatures and some rain is on the way. Both will help with melting that snow. Let's take a look at Ayr again tonight. It's a bit cloudy. It looks like it almost wants to rain out there, but we aren't expecting any precipitation through the night tonight and into tomorrow. So we are going to continue continue to see pretty cloudy skies for the next 24 hours. We might get some sunny breaks here in Waterloo Region, but don't be alarmed if a little bit of cloud cover comes into play by tomorrow afternoon. Let's take a look at our futurecast, and that will give us a better idea of what we're talking about. So this is what we're seeing right now. A little bit of cloud cover, a couple of bands of precipitation south of us near Sarnia, Port Stanley, and we are going to see them push through, mostly getting clear skies for Waterloo Region for Wednesday to start your day. A little bit of cloud cover just south of us. Now that's going to continue to push through. We will see a band of precipitation start to make its way up by Thursday, but we're not expecting a large amount by any means necessary. We are seeing that band of precipitation continue over the next 12 to 24 hours. Looking at what's happening across the country, starting on the west coast, 9 degrees with a bit of rain in Vancouver. We are seeing some snowfall in Edmonton and -12. A little bit warmer in Regina, -1, Winnipeg -7, but not too bad. Over in our nation's capital, -1 and cloudy. On the east coast, we are getting a little bit of cooler temperatures, -6 for Corner Brook and St. John's. In Kitchener-Waterloo, 1 degree right now, but it's feeling a little cooler with the wind chill, already feeling closer to -2, but we're right at seasonal for this time of year. -6 is the expected overnight low, feeling closer to -10 with that wind chill. Tomorrow, though, temperatures are on the rise. Sunny and 5 degrees is expected. So although it's not quite that 15 degrees we'll see in our almanac with the record-setting day, it will still feel quite warm with that sunshine. We'll start to see that snow really start to reduce. Sunsetting now at 6:13 p.m. So we're getting even more sun with every day passing, which is great news. First at 5, Waterloo Region, you are looking at a little bit of rain coming through on Thursday. 7 degrees is a daytime high, though. So, you know, you can take the warm weather, you'll get a little bit of rain. That's what spring will bring to us. We are still a few weeks away from spring, so early spring conditions, not too bad. Colton, that rain is going to continue through the rest of the week and into your weekend.
Thank you so much, Ashley. Looking forward to it. Now let's check out what you did a little bit earlier, playing some basketball.
All right, we're with Braden and Joel, members of the KW Titans, to learn about basketball. Gentlemen, thank you for having us here.
Of course, no problem.
Let's talk about the game of basketball, what it entails, what the objective is.
A 5-on-5 game. You can play it recreationally, professionally, of course. But it's a game, get great exercise in, build team character, and make great friends while you're at it.
Fantastic. And a little bit about with the points, is the team with the most points at the ends wins?
The team with the most points when the buzzer sounds wins. And if it's tied, it goes to overtime. You know, you can even play, you know, by yourself. You can get up shots by yourself. You can play 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3.
So a lot of great variations of the game.
It's a
Now they actually incorporating a lot of one-on-one basketball competition. 3-on-3 now is in FIBA also, so it's in the Olympics also. So 3-on-3 basketball is an Olympic sport. It's not only 5-on-5 now, so they can get 3-on-3, 2-on-2. They're doing like with social media, they do a lot of 2-on-2, 1-on-1s and stuff like that. So it's building and changing every year.
Fantastic. All right, well, there's only one thing left to do, and that's to give it a go. Okay, so what is the first skill we got to learn?
You can't do anything probably without dribbling.
Okay,
learn how to dribble. So the first thing, bounce the ball. Okay. There you go. Try to keep it waist deep.
Okay.
Get a good pound. Get a good base.
Okay.
Base. So if the defender wants to steal the ball, you can guard your guard hand out.
Okay.
Or you can switch hands the other. Do the same thing. Yep. Dribble, guard hand.
All right, well, it's not basketball without knowing how to pass a ball. Gentlemen, how do we do that properly?
Well, first you got to have square feet. Have your partner here, have a partner in front of you, and step out with your lead leg. And we're going to do chest pass first.
Okay.
So step out with your lead leg and 2 hands out. There you go. And try to hit their chest. So 2 hands out.
Yep. Pass has to be on target.
Try to let your hands lead to your pass.
Okay.
On time, on target.
Good.
Nice and controlled. Okay.
Good. Perfect. Catch. Lead leg. Good. Perfect. You can also go bounce pass also. So bounce pass is the same thing. but bounce, you try to bounce midway to try to come back up and hit their hand. So bounce lead leg. Here you go. Perfect. There you go.
So you're still leading with your lead leg?
And bounce. Good. There
Was
you
that
go.
too far?
No, to try to get it, bounce it up so it can hit their hand.
Yep, right there.
That's perfect.
Want to, hit your teammate where they can easily make a shot.
All right, so it looks like the next thing we should do is try to shoot the ball. Okay, where would the best spot be to try?
Well, first, it would be a layup.
A layup, okay.
So we
I'll
always
watch you guys do one of
these. We always try to teach the guys the square. If you always hit the square, most of the time it will go in. You're good.
Okay.
1-2 step.
So 1, 2, oh, nope.
No, you're good. There you go. See? Yeah, good job.
All right, another important element to the game is a free throw. Braden, tell me a little bit about your process during the game in doing a free throw.
Yep, so my process is pretty simple. Like, I get to the line, I try not to, think of anything but, my shot, just my mechanics and just my work. Just trust my process. So what I like to do is I find the nail, which is like a little dot that's on most courts, right there. I line my foot up there. I just, look at the rim, visualize myself making the shot. I take one dribble and just follow through.
Nicely done. All right, so I guess I should give it a go. So get to the line.
And shoot. Oh! That was it. Hey, I like it. It was on point.
That was close
it was on
for
point.
first time.
I like it.
Okay.
No worries.
I have to get one.
I see it. I see it going in. Here it is. Hey! See?
Okay, now one skill that might be more advanced, but I'm gonna leave it to the pros here, is a three-pointer. Let's see how it looks, gentlemen. Okay.
You first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Well,
you do the honors.
A lot of people shoot differently, but so your own preference. But a lot of people, you need good balance and everything. So
perfect.
Let's try. Let's see.
Let's give it a go. Oh.
And this is how you're supposed to do it.
Let's see. Oh! Oh!
That's as close as I'm getting.
That's good. Hey.
Guys, that was so much fun. Thank you so much for teaching me everything. Where can our viewers at home find out more about the KW Titans?
You can find them on the website, kwtitans.com. Also social media on it's X now, but on Instagram, X, and Facebook with KW Titans. So you'll see us all over, around the bus stops, around billboards, stuff like that. So, and we're all also at the Odd. So
fantastic. And there's a Skills Academy.
Yep, Junior NBA Skills Academy. You can find out more on the website.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you guys for having us.
It's a great academy.
Lock in, tighten up.
Always.
I think Ashley has a future with the Globetrotters. And here's what you need to know. There's a speed networking event happening tomorrow night at Cafe Clementina. Make connections and expand your circle. Tickets can be found online. CTV News at 5 continues after this short break.
Bounce 99.5 has the music you just can't quit. Home of Bounce Mornings with Angie Hill and Sarge. KW's Bounce 99.5. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app.
In tonight's Digital Dive, a jewelry store at Conestoga Mall was robbed last night around 7. Waterloo Regional Police say 4 masked males entered the store and used hammers to smash display cases before stealing merchandise. The suspects exited the mall and fled through the parking lot in a waiting black sedan. The vehicle was last seen traveling southbound on Davenport Road. No physical injuries were reported. For more information, including some limited suspect descriptions, our online team has you covered. Just scan the QR code in the corner of your screen or go to ctvnewskitchener.ca. Time now to take a look at our final 5 stories we're following today. Toronto's hate crime unit is investigating after a synagogue was struck by gunfire late last night. Multiple bullet holes were seen in the front windows. Gunshots were heard shortly before 11 last night. The congregation had gathered earlier in the evening, and some members were still inside when the shots were fired. No one was injured. Police have increased their presence in the area. Prime Minister Mark Carney has kicked off the second leg of his 3-country trade mission in the Indo-Pacific region. Carney and his wife Diana touching down in Sydney earlier today. The federal government is looking to build on already strong intelligence ties by increasing collaboration in trade and defense. Carney is meeting with business leaders in Sydney before heading to Canberra later this week to address the Australian Parliament. Carney will wrap up his overseas trip later this week in Japan. BC says it's ending the practice of setting clocks forward in the spring and setting them back in the fall. The BC Premier pointed to schedule disruptions, safety, and lost sleep as some of the reasons behind the shift. This also means BC will call the new time zone Pacific Time instead of Pacific Standard or Daylight Time. Here in Ontario, we'll still be moving the clocks ahead by an hour on Sunday. The House of Friendship's new supportive housing project is taking shape in Kitchener. Construction is underway on the first phase of Friendship Village along Charles Street. When complete, the development will provide housing for roughly 100 people who have experienced homelessness. The building will offer affordable units along with on-site supports, including access to personal support workers, healthcare services, and counseling.
What we're building here is a pathway out of homelessness. So what that means is half of the building has higher support, the other half has lower support. And as people stabilize on their healthcare journey, they'll literally move to the other side of the building to receive less support.
The program is a supportive housing program, so that does mean that there will be staffing here to support and provide supports to all tenants for 24/7.
Now, construction is expected to continue through next fall, with residents anticipated to move in by the end of this year. And we leave you with some stunning images of last night's blood moon. Ahead of a rare total lunar eclipse, these images were captured last night by our photographer, Dan Lochner. In the sky over North Dumfries, the spectacle was expected to hit its height just before 5 a.m. I didn't get outside last night to see this, but just happy that we have the ability to see this now. Thank you so much, Dan Lochner. And if you head to our website, you can also find some photos of the blood moon from different people across the province. Well, that's our time. Thanks for watching. We'll have more local news coverage at 6 o'clock. But first, here's CTV National News.